Hello, my name is Cody Schrager, and you're watching Parkinson's Champ live on PUW TV. Every month, we will highlight a walker or a team as they share their unique journey with Parkinson's. We hope that listening to other walkers will remind you that you are not alone, and there is an entire community supporting you in your fight against PD. Our Parkinson's Champs represent a cross-section of the Unity Walk. Some are new to the walk, others have participated over the years. Some are living with Parkinson's disease, and others walk in honor or memory of a friend or loved one. What they share is an appreciation of the sense of community that is created when thousands of people gather, all committed to the same goal of finding new therapies and hopefully, one day, a cure for Parkinson's disease.
I remember being at my parents' house in Florida for Thanksgiving over 14 years ago, and my dad was not himself. We were at a long table. He was quiet, he was antisocial, he was depressed, and expressionless. In other words, not my dad. A family friend who was in her 80s was at one end of the table and quite vocal and really loud. She said, "I bet Buddy has Parkinson's." And we all kind of looked at her like she was crazy. And one doctor's visit later, and it was confirmed. I remember looking at the list of symptoms with my mom and my sisters, and I couldn't believe how many that we could check off that were present in my dad. There were so many that we never realized had been around for years, but we never knew that they were Parkinson's. I was angry, I was upset, I wanted to do something. I wanted to try and do anything I could to stop this disease. I tried contacting every Parkinson's organization I could find to do volunteer work, to make a difference. But I worked full-time, and they all only wanted volunteers during office hours. I found unitywalk.org on the web, and they made it so easy for me. When I lived in New York City, I would volunteer, arriving in Central Park at 5 a.m. and to set up seating and get the golf carts in order, anything I could do to help, and then meet my family and friends for the walk. At first, we were the Kossoff crew, and then we became the Kossoff Slater crew. Last year, Unity Walk reached out to me and let me know that since 2003, our team has raised over $76,000. Never in a million years did I think that getting my family, my husband's family, and numerous friends together every year for a walk in the park could make such a difference. Regardless of what's going on every year, we make it to the walk. The only year my husband and I did not, but sent our team to represent us, was in 2007, the year I gave birth, the day before the walk. I'm proud to walk with my dad every year in an effort to put an end to this disease.
I remember noticing my mom's hand tremors. We'd be talking, and then I'd see her hand begin to shake. I didn't know if she realized it was happening, but I couldn't take my eyes off of it. I thought to myself, I remember when my poppy, which is what I called my grandfather, I remember when my poppy used to shake like that. I wonder if Mom has Parkinson's. Of course, Mom was aware, because when I finally asked her about it, she said she was going to see a doctor about it. And a few months later, my parents told me they were going into the city to an event in Central Park about Parkinson's disease. They told me that Mom does indeed have Parkinson's, and they wanted to go to this event to speak with specialists and vendors who were going to be there and get information. This was 2005, and I didn't realize it at the time, but it was the Parkinson's Unity Walk that we were going to. I was living in New York City, and so I took my dog and I met them there, and we walked through the mall to all the vendor booths and displays and collected information. And that's when it hit me that Mom has Parkinson's, just like Poppy. The funny thing about that day is that as I was leaving Central Park with my dog Sophie, I met some other people with their dogs. A few weeks later, they invited me to an event, which is where I met a young lady named Jill. And as Jill and I got to know each other, I learned that her father had Parkinson's disease too. We began dating, and 6 months later we were engaged. In 2006, my family joined hers, and we became the Kossoff Slater crew. And every spring it's a family tradition to participate in the Parkinson's Unity Walk and do whatever we can to raise money for Parkinson's disease research.
Everyone who walks with us in Central Park has a unique story to tell. We have all been touched by this disease in one way or another, and this journey has motivated us to take action. Sharing information and resources, supporting one another and coming together in unity at the walk reminds each one of us that we are not alone in this fight. I'm Cody Schrager for PUW TV. Thanks for joining us today for this episode of Parkinson's Champ Live, and please be sure to tune in next month for another inspirational story that demonstrates what it means to be a true Parkinson's champ. This episode of Parkinson's Champ Live was made possible by the generous contributions of Accorda Therapeutics. Their mission is to develop therapies that restore function and improve the lives of people with neurological disorders. You can find out more about Accorda Therapeutics at accorda.com. Thank you.